Everett here. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make one of the most beloved soups from across the nation. Chicken noodle soup. Really simple, really easy, and tastes delicious. Absolutely delicious. So without further ado, let's get into it, all right?
First things first, you're gonna need an onion, 2 decently sized carrots, and celery. You're only gonna need 2 stalks of celery, but buying a package of pre-cut celery is more expensive than just getting one of these. So find some use for it, or if you have a roommate that likes to make vegetable smoothies, you can just give it to him. That works. That you wash everything off, especially the carrots, especially, and definitely the celery. I think the celery is the heaviest offender. Definitely want to wash that off, all right? Let's start with the onion and dice that bad boy up, all right? There you go, onion done. I'm not crying, you're crying. Next, you want to cut up some carrots. You can put those carrots in the same bowl you put the onions in. And next, we're going to move on to celery.
For this next part, you can use butter or you can use oil. I like, if you're gonna use oil, I like to use avocado oil spray. That works just fine. Or use whatever oil or butter you want. I don't give a shit. You're just gonna need a little bit of one or the other, all right?
So get yourself a pot about this size, this size. Drop 2 tablespoons of butter in it. Put it on your heater and turn it on to about medium, yeah? That sounds good.
Then we're gonna grab our mixing bowl full of onions, carrots, and celery and go ahead and dump it in. While your onions, carrots, and celery are doing their thing, you wanna grab your thyme, your bay leaves, and your garlic and get that ready, all right?
So we're gonna drop in some bay leaves. Then you're gonna drop in about ½ a teaspoon of thyme, like so. Well, that's quite a bit, but it's still gonna be good. And then you take about a heaper of garlic. You want a lot of garlic, a big tablespoon of garlic, and just drop it in there like so, all right?
Next, if you want some good chicken stock, I suggest the Kirkland organic chicken stock. You get it at Costco. This shit is the bee's knees. I use this for everything. All right, so get 2 of these and dump it in your pot, all right? All right, now you wanna bring that bad boy to a low simmer. It also says this is now your time to salt and pepper, but I disagree because you're going to put chicken in here in just a minute, and that's gonna draw out so much flavor that I would wait to salt your soup until the soup is almost done. Like when you put the noodles in, that's when you'd want to salt. I wouldn't salt it right now. I'd wait until after you've pulled the chicken out and you're cutting up the chicken and you're putting the noodles in. All right. Now is a good time to make a drink.
Ice. Vodka. All right. Fill that puppy up 1/3 of the way. Soda. Organic strawberry lemonade.
It's delicious. Absolutely delicious. All right, so for this next part, you're gonna get yourself like a 5 or 6 pack of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. It really depends on the size of the thighs, but you wanna stick to about 5 or 6. And then once this puppy is at a low simmer, then you're going to submerge these into the soup, all right? And you're gonna let it go for about 20 minutes.
Now we're gonna put the chicken in, and you just wanna get it underneath the top of the broth. So drop it right in there. Drop it right in. Boop. All the chicken. Just drop it all in there, all right. And then you're gonna take a top and you're going to loosely cover it, just a little bit to vent, like so. I don't have a top for this pan, so I'm gonna use a plate. Deal with it. All right, next you wanna get your fresh parsley ready. You're gonna definitely wash it first, and then you're gonna take it off the stem, get it less stem, better. all right? Remember that, less stem equals better parsley. And then just go to town and chop it up as fine as you can, all right?
You're gonna need something to take the chicken out with and a bowl to put it in, all right? Hey, what am I? That was a crab. That was me being a crab, guys. All right, chicken out of pot. Just get in there, with some tongs, just pull the chicken out. Doesn't matter if you get a couple stowaways, because they're just gonna go back in anyway. Right? The trick is not to put in too many egg noodles, all right? Eyeball it, whatever you think there should be, put just a little bit less in, because these things expand and they'll take over your soup in a heartbeat. So just put in a little amount, what seems right, because remember, you're gonna put chicken back in as well, okay? So just a little bit.
A fork and a knife, just start going to town. Cutting it up. Like so, and then I'm gonna cut the other direction now. Just small edible bites. Whatever makes you comfortable. I know if you have children, they like chicken noodle soup, so definitely small bites are good.
All right, my noodles have been in there for about 5 minutes. I'm gonna check on them now. My noodles aren't quite done yet, but now's a good time to go ahead and taste your broth and decide whether or not you need to add salt to it. Mine needs a little salt, so I'm gonna add a little salt to it, all right? Don't get heavy-handed. You don't wanna ruin the soup, all right? A little salt and pepper, go a long way. All right, noodles are done. It's time to put the chicken back in. Cool. Okay, give that a good stir. Let it cook for another couple minutes, not any longer than that. And then turn it off. And you're almost done. You're almost done. There's 2 more steps. 2 more steps. All right? And then you can be in chicken noodle heaven. All right? All right, the next step is you want to remove the bay leaves. Remember how many bay leaves you put in at the beginning? That's how many you want to find. You don't want to bite into one of those guys. It's not going to feel good. Next, we're gonna take the fresh parsley that we cut earlier, and we're gonna dump it all in there. All right. Yeah, parsley, woo!
It does make the soup look rather inviting, doesn't it? With that nice pop of green. Excellent. It adds a little bit of freshness to it. And that's it, you're done. It's time to let it cool down a little bit and then eat it.
As you can see, it's piping hot, and it looks absolutely delicious. It's healthy, it's fresh, all good ingredients. The worst thing in there is the noodle. You can get rid of that if you want. I don't care, I don't give a shit. Do what you want to this, make it your own. Put hot sauce in it, put turkey in it. You can do a multitude of different things to it. This is just a recipe that I found and that I really like. So please, make it for yourself and your family and friends and enjoy it, all right? I'll see you next time around. Oh, it's so fucking hot. Oh my God.